For over a decade, I had an idea and I completely forgot about it. So, many years ago, I want to say I was in middle school, maybe even younger than that, but in our history class, we found out about what grape shot was. You know, the type of load, shoot the big ball, or series of balls that kind of look like a bundle of grapes, and they separate, whatever, grape shot. And whenever I heard that, I thought to myself, even as a young child, that'd be an interesting name for a type of shot, like a grape flavored shot. And as this is building in my mind, like, strongest alcohol you can find, like, legally get, it has a strong grape flavoring, and it's supposed to be like a one shot and you're done kind of thing. Like, you get one if you're wanting to have a good time. And I completely forgot about it until recently. I was watching what is his name? Doka Ryan, the guy I put Twinkies in vodka for a week, or until something interesting happened. So I saw some of those videos, and I saw a video where he put grapes in, I don't remember what it was. I forget what the liquor was. But I was reminded, like, the grape shot. I completely forgot about that. So I got my Everclear, the 190 Everclear, got some grapes, got grape-flavored Kool-Aid, got raisins, just to see if raisins and grapes will have a different flavor, grape water flavoring, and a pack of these Sour Patch Kids. There's some grape-flavored ones in there, so putting the grape ones in there. But I need something to put them in, and I still have a decent amount left of this 190 Everclear. But I don't want to do an entire mason jar, so I bought this 6-pack of these mini mason jar things, these Moonshine Mini Butter Pecan ones. So, well, first these need to be emptied. And 6. Alright, now that I got them all empty, now I just need to wash them out. Alright, so I did. Here they are. So here's the grapes. There's the raisins. Probably could have added more raisins, but whatever. There's the equivalent for the water flavoring, because this is 50 milliliters, and this right here would be 500 milliliters. So about a tenth of that, which I actually did a ninth. So a little bit more than that. So about a ninth of that. The rest of it, the rest of that flavor packet. The equivalent for, actually probably double or over double the amount for Kool-Aid, because the Kool-Aid pack says that it makes 2 quarts. It should be just under 1,900 milliliters. Once again, this is 50 milliliters. And so if anything, this is too much. I did 1/16 of the pack, which would be more than I was supposed to do. Be 1/36 is what I was actually supposed to do. And then the Sour Patch Kid grapes. So now I'm going to fill these up, and I'm going to wait probably 2 weeks. My birthday is in 2 weeks, probably when I'm going to do this. But yeah, see you then. It's been about 2 weeks. Here they are. The grapes. Here's the raisins, that water flavoring. The rest of the water flavoring. Here's the Gatorade. All that sugar's at the bottom. I'm going to have to shake it up. And the Sour Patch grapes. But I need some sort of control, because this is a high-proof, grape-flavored alcohol. So I need some high-proof, grape-flavored alcohol. Best thing I could find was 99 grapes. So that's going to be my control. There's 3 things that I'm looking for. Only one of them actually matters. The other 2 would just be kind of neat. So the first one is taste. Obviously, you want something that tastes good. You don't just want something crap that's somewhat grape-flavored. If you're going to have this grape shot, you want it to be something you enjoy. Number 2, if it's actually purple, grape colored, that'd be interesting. Ultimately, that doesn't really matter. You could modify that, add some food coloring to it, which would technically lower the alcohol level just a little bit, but still. And then number 3, since some of these do have stuff in them, I decided to do a bon appetit, as Doka Ryan would call it. And since one of my criteria, quote-unquote, is the taste, obviously, I'm pulling out my Stone Cold Steve Austin shot glass so you can see the colors of these things. So without further ado, let's try it. Obviously, since I'm doing multiples of these, I am just going to take just a little bit, just a little sip of these things. And I have a scrap plastic bottle that I'm going to, if anything's gross or if I just don't want to finish a shot, then I'll just pour it in there, I guess. So starting off, the 99 grapes. Very strong artificial grape flavor, but pretty good. It has to be number one so far because it's quite literally the only thing. So now starting off with mine, I'm going to start with the grapes. And obviously going with the bone apple teeth. This spoon is too big for the mouth of this. I have to figure something else out. Hold on. So this is the best thing I could find. I have no idea what this is. It kind of looks like part of a clothes hanger, but whatever, I cleaned it, it'll be good enough. Bone apple teeth. It's a little shriveled up. Feels like something you shouldn't be eating. It doesn't taste bad. It just feels bad in the mouth. Alright, so it's got primarily a red color, not really that iconic grape that we think of, but here we go. It's pretty good, but it definitely hides that Everclear taste, because Everclear just tastes wrong. I guess that's about it. Explain this, it just tastes wrong. I don't know, it's weird. So these grapes, it tastes better, but it tastes less like grape. So I don't know where to score this. You know what, I'm gonna put it higher. I'm gonna put it higher than the 99 grapes. That's where I'm leaving it. Next, we're doing the raisins. I don't have a very confident feel about this. I feel like this is gonna just taste like Everclear. They kind of look like shriveled up coffee beans. Yeah, it just tastes like raisins with a little bit of alcoholic burn to it. Yeah, that doesn't look like grape. That just has a yellow color to it. That tastes exactly like raisins. Yeah, it has the burn of Everclear, but it tastes like raisins. It doesn't even taste like the Everclear. I don't know. This tastes good, but I feel like it can't be on the list. Because it just tastes like raisins. And raisins have a different flavoring than grape. I don't know how to explain that. It's just a thing. It just is somehow. Yeah, I'm putting it back here. It's right there. This right here is the water flavoring. I can't remember if it's a 9th or a 10th that I was supposed to use. Yeah, I was supposed to use a 10th, but this is a 9th. So this is more than what's supposed to be in here. It's got a nice purple color to it. It's brighter in person than on camera. On camera it looks pretty dark. I don't really know how to phrase this. So it had the burn of Everclear, obviously, but it had like little to no flavor to it till the very end, where it's just like a subtle whisper of maybe some grape flavoring. That was weird. It almost blocked it out entirely. I don't know. I have to put that behind the raisins, I guess. Next is the remainder of that flavor packet, and there's some of it collecting at the bottom. So that's the thing about these high-proof alcohols, is that they don't really dissolve things too well because it's little to no water. Like the Everclear is 90%, no, I think it's 95% alcohol. So things don't really like to dissolve in them. So there was a little bit of crud at the bottom, but I shook it decently well. You can see it moving in there. It's kind of cool looking. It looks almost blue. Like, while the other one, the lesser, was purple, this looks dark blue. On camera, it looks almost black. Yep, that's better. That is definitely better. You can actually taste the grape flavoring in this. I don't know where to put it. Like, I don't know if I like it more than the 99 grapes. I don't know. I think I like it more than the 99 grapes. It's pretty good. I like it. Well, next we got the Gatorade, and all of that sugar sitting at the bottom. I originally didn't add sugar, but I decided to because Gatorade without sugar is just gross. So, gonna add some sugar in there, but as soon as I stop, it just collects right at the bottom again. And because there's no sugar in there, there might be a little bit of sugar dissolved in this thing, but not enough for it to taste good. Now that just tastes like straight up Everclear with like some bitter taste afterwards. It's not good at all. I'm trying to think of how I can add that sugar to it. Unless, just grab my bag of this is definitely sugar. So after pouring it in there, gotta mix it up like I'm a wine snob, and then just stay. So the Gatorade is last on the list because that didn't work. It didn't taste like grape, it was just bitter. If there was a way to actually mix in the sugar and it worked properly and not be separated like this, actually figure out a way to dissolve it, then maybe it could work. Maybe, but like this, no. And the way that I did it just didn't work at all. Because there's the already disgusting flavor of this, and then the crunch of sugar just getting in my teeth and in my gums. It didn't work well. It just did not work. And finally, and hopefully not last, is the Sour Patch Grape flavored. That does not feel squishy and gummy. Trying to pull this out of here, it felt like a rock. So let's give it a try. It just tastes like a sad, artificial gummy. Like, it doesn't taste good. It doesn't taste bad. It tastes like a dollar store crap. Like, no-name, off-brand. They can sell you 50 pounds of it for $1. Yeah, that's extreme. But let's try it. It's got a little bit of a purple color to it, more pink, but hey, let's try it. I do not have high hopes for this. That was weird. At first I got like a taste of, I don't even know what that was. It reminded me of something chocolate related. Like a very nostalgic chocolate that I haven't had in probably a decade or longer. Made me think of that summer camp I used to go to. But then immediately that was gone. It was like, nostalgia. Nothing! You'll get Everclear! Essentially what it tasted like. I mean, it wasn't bad, but it's definitely not good. Alright, so starting off this list with the worst, Gatorade. It just did not work at all. Again, like I said, if you were somehow able to actually have the sugar mixed in there and it not just be collecting at the bottom, maybe it could work. But as it is, how I was able to get it, it didn't work. Next was the Sour Patch Gummies. It didn't really taste like anything. Like, it still tasted like Everclear, just at the very beginning, had this strange taste that, like I mentioned, reminded me of chocolate. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know how grape tastes like chocolate, but it somehow reminded me of that. I don't know. So it didn't help with anything, but at least it didn't make the Everclear worse. Next was the 1/9 of the water grape flavoring. It was alright. Like I mentioned, it essentially annihilated the taste of the Everclear. It just kind of tasted like nothingness with a little bit of a burn at the end. Next was the raisins. The raisins was pretty good. I like the raisins. If it was just off pure taste alone, it would probably be second or third. But since this is the grape flavored list, we're going with grape flavored stuff. This doesn't taste like grape. This tastes like raisins, which is different. Even though it's just dried grapes, they taste different. Next would be the 99 grapes. It was alright. Artificial grape flavoring, but it was alright. The next was the remainder of that flavor packet, where I used 1/9 in this one. This one is 8/9. So that one, it just tasted a little bit better to me. I would say that it tasted smoother, but that feels like that'd be a dumb thing to say. This is 49.5% alcohol, and this is 95% alcohol. So I don't know how it could taste smoother, but that's just what I'm going with. It tasted smoother. And then finally, probably my number one for flavoring would be the grape. Grape would probably be my favorite tasting one, but it didn't have that artificial grape flavoring that we come to know. It was the best tasting, but in a weird way, the grapes didn't taste like grape. I guess you could say that. Feels dumb to say. Let me try this again. Yeah, it's just sweet. It tastes good, but I don't really get a great taste from it, great flavor from it. I don't know. This is my favorite one, but at the same time, doesn't really taste like grape. It tastes more like a dessert, more like something with cream. I'm not entirely sure what I'm thinking of, but some creamy dessert is what this reminds me of. So if you want to exclude this, then this is the lineup. Then out of my 3 bone apple teats, the grape was the worst. It was real gross. It didn't really taste like grape. It was just, I was going to say battery acid, but that's a bit extreme. It's like rubbing alcohol in chewable form. Just wasn't very good. The raisins were number 2. The raisins just kind of tasted like alcoholic raisins. And then number 1 would be the Sour Patch Kid grapes. They tasted like a sad version of a grape gummy, but they still tasted like grape gummies. So, I don't know. They were alright. And there's my list. I would say that I'm going to bed, but I've only been awake for a few hours. So, I'm going to stay awake and enjoy my birthday. Have a good one.